shoving the poor kid. She ain't doing nothing to you.
She's keeping me awake, ain't she?
No, you're keeping us awake.
You are good something.
How about I make a pancake out of you?
Oh my goodness, I'm fighting. I won't get my sleep all night. Oh my goodness.
Pipe down, all of ya. Go back to sleep. It's all right, Molly. Annie's here.
It was my mama, Annie. We was riding on the ferry boat, and she was hooking me up to see all the big ships. And then she was gone, and I couldn't find her no more.
Hello. It was only a dream, honey. Now we've got to get back to sleep. It's after 3 o'clock.
Annie, read me your note again.
Again?
Please.
Sure, Molly.
Here it comes again.
Please take care of our little darling. Her name is Annie.
She was born October 28th. We'll be back to get her soon. We've left half of a silver locket around her neck, so that when we come back for her, you will know that she's our baby. Oh my goodness, no, they're laughing.
All right, do you want to sleep your teeth inside your mouth or out?
See, I dream about finding my parents someday. But Annie, you're lucky. You've really got them.
I know. Somewhere. Maybe far away, or maybe real nearby. He may be pouring her coffee. He may be sweetening his tie. Maybe in a house all hidden by a hill. She's sitting playing piano.
He's sitting
Bet you they're young, bet you they're smart.
Bet they collect things like ashtrays and art. Bet you they're good. What should they be? Their one mistake was giving up me.
So maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake,
They'll be there calling me baby,
back she reads, back she sews. Maybe she's made me a closet of clothes. Maybe they're straight as a line. Don't really care as long as they're mine. So maybe now this brings the last one of its kind. Won't you please?
What is it now? Annie, what you doing?
Running away.
Oh my goodness.
My folks were never coming for me. I gotta go find them.
Annie, you're crazy. Miss Hannigan will catch you.
And give you the paddle.
I don't care. I'm getting out of here. Okay, wish me luck.
Good luck, Annie.
So long, Jumbo, and good luck.
Aha! Gotcha. Get up, get up.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Turn around. I said turn around. There. Now what do you say? What do you say?
I love you, Miss Hannigan.
Rotten orphan.
I'm not an orphan. My mother and father left me notes saying that they loved me and they were coming back for me.
That was 1922. This is 1933. Now for this one, shenanigans, you all get down on your knobby little knees and clean this dump until it shines like the top of the Chrysler building.
But it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Get to work. Now, why any kid would ever want to be an orphan, I'll never know. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of treated, we get tricked. Instead of kisses, we get kicked. It's a hard knock life. Found the folks to speak of so. It's a hard knock row-we-ho. Cotton blankets instead of full empty bellies. Instead of full, it's a hard knock life.
Don't it feel like the wind is always howling?
Don't it seem like there's never any light? Once a day, don't you want to throw the towel in? It's easier than putting up a fight.
No one's there when your dreams make it green.
No one cares if you grow or if you shrink.
No one's there when your dreams are threatened.
Crying you and things couldn't take. Oh, empty belly life, rotten smelly lives, full of sorrow lives, no tomorrow lives.
Santa Claus we never see.
Santa Claus, what's that blue tick? No one cares for you, a snitch. When you're in an orphanage, it's the hard knock life.
You'll stay up till this dump shines like the top of the Chrysler building.
Yank the whiskers from her chin, jab her with a safety pin, make her drink a Mickey Finn. I love you, Miss Hannigan.
Get to work. Strip them beds. I said, get to work.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. No one cares for you, a snitch. When you're in an orphanage, it's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. Good morning, children. Morning, Miss Hannigan. Well, I love you, Miss Hannigan.
I love you, Miss Hannigan.
You, what are you doing in there?
Nothing?
Get her out of there. Your days are numbered. All right, breakfast. Hot mush? Yuck! No, not hot mush. Yay! Cold mush. And after your mush, you'll go to your sewing machines. There's an order of dresses for you to finish if you have to work straight through to midnight.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Now line up. Morning, kids.
Morning,
bundles. Clean sheets once a month, whether you need them or not.
Hey, how's the prettiest gal at South 14th Street?
Bundles, get out of here with that laundry. So long, gorgeous, and Merry Christmas.
Huh. You call this place clean, Annie? This place is like a pigsty. Annie? Annie?
Annie ain't here!
What do you mean? Annie ain't here.
She just left with Mr. Bundles.
in the laundry bag. Bundles! Police! Police!
No more hard knock life for Annie.
Yay!
Lucky duck, she got away.
Now we're gonna have to pay.
Gonna get our faces slapped. Gonna get our knuckles wrapped. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. Apples, 2 for a nickel.
Excuse me, sir, but could you donate an apple to the orphan's picnic?
Sure, why not? Nobody's buying them anyway. Say, kid, when is the orphan's picnic?
As soon as I take a bite. You, see any stray mutts around here? No, sir. Good, and they must all be running wild over to Astor Place. Hey, there's one they didn't get. They're after you, ain't they? Well, they're after me too. But don't worry, I ain't gonna let them get you or me. Everything's gonna be fine. For the both of us. If not today, then... The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and sigh. Oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, ruff, ruff, ruff. I love ya, ruff, ruff, ruff. You're always a day away. Hey you, little girl, come here. Yes, officer? That dog there, ain't he a stray? A stray? Oh no, officer. He's my dog. Your dog, huh? So what's his name? His name? His name is Sandy. Right, that's it. I call him Sandy because of his nice sandy color. Okay, let's see him answer to his name. Well, you see, officer, I call him, and sometimes call him. Here, Sandy. Here, boy. Good Sandy. Good old Sandy. Next time you take him out, I want to see him on a leash and with a license. Yes, sir. I understand. Might get along with you before you catch your death of cold this weather. Oh, I don't mind the weather. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray sleep and breathe them. Some women are dripping with diamonds. Some women are dripping with pearls. Lucky me, look at what I'm dripping with. Little girls. Someday I'll step on their freckles. Some night I'll straighten their curls. Send the blood, send the through, anything that you can do to live. Yeah, come in.
Hannigan, is it?
Yeah.
I'm Lieutenant Ward of the 17th Precinct. We found your runaway.
Oh, thanks so much, officer.
She was in one of them Hoovervilles over the river with a bunch of bombs.
They weren't bombs.
Had a man went with her too. He got away.
Oh, poor pumpkin, out in the freezing cold with nothing but a thin sweater. I hope you didn't catch your influenza. Thanks so much again, officer.
All in the line of duty. And you, don't ever let me hear that you run away again from this nice lady. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, officer. The next time you walk out that door, it'll be 1953. Well, are you glad to be back? Huh?
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Liar, what's the one thing I always told you? Never tell a lie.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Yes?
I'm Grace Farrell, private secretary to Oliver Warbucks.
The Olive Warbucks? The millionaire?
Mr. Warbucks has decided to invite an orphan to spend the Christmas holidays at his home.
What sort of orphan did he have in mind?
Well, she should be friendly and intelligent.
Mississippi, capital MISSISSIPPI. Mississippi.
And cheerful.
You shut up. And how old?
Oh, age doesn't really matter. I would say 8 or 9, 10, 11. Yes, 11 would be perfect. And I almost forgot. Mr. Warbucks prefers redheaded children.
11? A redhead? No, sorry, we don't have any orphans like that here.
What about this orphan right here?
Oh, Annie? You don't want Annie.
Annie, would you like to spend the next 2 weeks at Oliver Warbucks' house?
I would love to.
You can have any orphan here, but not Annie.
Perhaps I'll call the Board of Orphans, Anne.
If it's Annie you want, it's Annie you get.
It's Annie I want. If you get her coat, I'll take her right along.
She don't have no coat.
Then we'll buy her one. Come on, Annie. Mr. Warbucks' limousine is waiting for outside.
Hey, kids! I'm getting out for Christmas. All right, Tia.
Bye, Annie! Someday I'll land in a house with all of the nuts and the squirrels. There I'll stay tucked away till the prohibition of little girls.
Good afternoon, Miss Farrell.
Good afternoon, Drake.
Good afternoon, Miss.
Have Mr. Warbucks arrived yet?
No, we're expecting him any minute.
Do you really live here, or is this a train station?
We really live here. Now, would you all come here for a moment, please?
Quickly, everyone.
Everyone, this is Annie. She'll be with us for Christmas. Annie, this is everyone.
Hi, everyone.
May I take your coat, Miss?
Will I get it back?
Of course, dear. Now, what would you like to do first?
The floors. I'll scrub them first, then I'll get the window.
Annie, you won't have to do any of that. You're our guest. And for the next 2 weeks, you're going to have a swell time. Now, Cecile will pick out all your Venus best color. No blue, I think. Your bath is drawn by Mrs. Green.
So, no bubbles, I think.
A net comes in to make your bed.
So, no satin sheets, I think.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
When you wake, ring for Drake. Drake will bring a tray.
When you're through, Mrs. Pugh comes to take it away.
No need to pick up any toy.
That's okay, I haven't got any anyway.
No finger will you lift, my dear. We have but one request. Please put us to the test. I know I'm gonna like it here.
Used to room in a tomb where I'd sit and freeze. Catch me now, holy cow. Could someone catch me, please?
She didn't mean it. We've never had a little girl. We've never had a little girl.
I really want to volunteer.
We hope you understand. The wishes are commands.
I know I'm
Welcome!
Where is everyone? Hello, everyone.
Sir?
Welcome home, Mr. Warbucks. It's good to be home.
How was your flight from Chicago?
Not bad. Only took 11 hours. Grace? Yes? Messages? President Roosevelt wants you to call him from the White House. I'll get back to him tomorrow. Drake, dismiss the staff.
Yes, sir.
And Grace, if you get your note bad, who is that? This is Annie. She'll be with us for the holidays. Annie, that's not a boy. Orphans are supposed to be boys. You just said orphans, so I chose a girl. Annie, huh? Annie what?
Oh, I'm just Annie Warbucks, sir. I haven't got any last name, so I'm not a boy.
Not at all. I couldn't be happier. Grace? We'll start on the iron ore figures from Toledo to... What are we supposed to do with this child? It's your first night here, sir. Well, since it's your first night, we ought to do something special. Want to go to a movie?
Gosh, Mr. Warbucks, I've never been to one.
Then you'll go to the Roxy, and an ice cream soda at the Rumpelmayers, and a handsome cab ride around Central Park.
Golly,
Grace, forget about the dictation for tonight. You'll take Annie to the movies. Yes, sir.
oh gee.
Something the matter, Annie?
It's just that I thought you were going to take me.
I'm afraid I'll be far too busy tonight.
Oh gee.
Now, Annie, when a man is running a multi-billion-dollar corporation,
Oh sure, I know. That's okay, Mr. Warbucks.
Drake,
Yes, sir?
get our coats.
Oh gee.
Grace, you'll come too, of course.
Yes, sir. What car will you be wanting, sir?
The Duesenberg. No, wait, this child's been cooped up in an orphanage. We'll walk. Walk to the Roxy? Why not? It's only 45 blocks. Yes, sir. folks. We gotta make it to the Roxy before the prices change.
NYC, the shimmer of Times Square, the pulse, the beat, the drive. NYC,
You might say that I'm square, but I'm alive.
the city's bright as a penny arcade. It blinks, it tilts, it rings. To think that I've lived here all my life and never seen these things. Whoa! NYC, the world keeps running by bus, by train. You can't explain their end for NYC. Just got here this morning. $3, 2 bags, 1 me. NYC, I give you fair warning. Up there in lights, I'll be. Go ask the Gershwins and Confident Heart, the place they love the best. The California pays big for their art. Their fan mail comes addressed to NYC. The penthouse that's way up high. Light the way, why not? It's NYC. NYC, you're standing room only. You crown, you cram, you're still the champ. Amen for NY. Keep it quiet down there. Immediate seating, there's immediate seating.
Popcorn? What do you say to some popcorn? I haven't had popcorn since. Give in, don't fight. Good girl, good night. Sleep tight in NYC.
Once again, we bring you the romance of Helen Trent, who sets out to prove that just because a woman is 35 or over, romance and life need not to be over.
God, I hope not.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
What's the matter? Warbucks fed up with Annie already?
On the contrary, Miss Hannigan, it has to be signed and sent back to the Board of Orphans no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow.
What for?
Because Mr. Warbucks is so taken with Annie that he'd like to adopt her.
Annie, the daughter of a millionaire.
The daughter of a billionaire.
Would you excuse me for a moment, please? Got any more wonderful news?
Merry Christmas, Miss Hannigan.
Pardon me, Blondie. Hey, sis. Long time no see.
Rooster? They finally let you out of prison? What were you in for this time?
Some old geezer said I smuggled him out of $1,100.
Oh, yeah? Why'd he say that?
Because the rooster sorted him out of 1,100 bucks.
Sis, I'd like you to meet up with a friend of mine from
Jersey City.
Rooster, do me a favor. Get out of here.
So, who is the blondie I bumped into when I come in? She looked like she had a couple of bucks.
She works for Oliver Warbucks.
The
Oliver Warbucks?
Any one of the orphans from here is getting adopted by him.
from the orphans.
Yeah, living in a life of luxury while the two Hannigan kids ended up on the skids. It ain't fair how we scrounge for $3 or $4 while she gets $4.
The little brat.
It ain't fair, this here life is driving me nuts.
While we get peanuts, she's living fine.
Maybe she hopes to keep that little lady
To getting more bucks.
instead of less. Maybe we fix the game with something shady.
Where does that put us?
I'll give you one guess. Yes! Easy street. Easy street. Annie is the key. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Yeah! Easy street. That's where we're gonna
Yes. Yes, Mr. President. No, I'm not asking for your help, but I'm telling you that you've got to do something. Friday. Listen, Mr. President, why don't we bury the hatchet and you come over here with Miss Roosevelt for supper, Christmas Eve? You will? Wonderful. Goodbye, Mr. President. Grace, find out what Democrats eat.
Yes, sir.
Package from Tiffany's arrived this morning. Fine. I'm going to give it to her and then tell her that I want to adopt her. She's going to be the happiest little girl in the world. Get her down here. Yes. Hello. Hello. Annie, can we have man-to-man talk? You're sending me back to the orphanage, right? Of course not. Annie, I was born into a very poor family, and both my parents died before I was 10. So I made a promise to myself. One way or another, I was going to be rich. Very rich.
That was a good idea.
But lately, I've realized something. No matter how much money you got, if you're all alone, if you never get to spend your life with anyone, then you might as well be broke. I was in Tiffany's yesterday, and I picked this up for you.
For me? Gee, thanks, Mr. Warbucks. Oh, gee.
It's a silver locket, Annie. I noticed that old, broken one you always wore, and I said to myself, I'm going to get that kid a nice new locket. Here, we'll just start by taking this old one off.
No, I don't want a new one.
Annie, what is it?
This locket. My parents left it when they left me at the orphanage. I know I'm real lucky being here with you for Christmas and all, but the one thing I want in all the world is to find my mother and father and to be like other kids with folks of my own.
It will be all right. I'll find them. I'll find your parents for you.
Mr. Warbucks will find your mother and father if he has to put everyone in his organization on the job, if he has to pull every political string there is to pull.
Up to and including the White House. Annie, give me your locket.
But Mr. Warbucks,
I understand, but it could be our best clue. We'll have the FBI trace it down and find out who bought it.
okay, and I guess they should have my note too. I gotta write a letter to the kids about this.
What a thing to occur, finding them, losing her. Oh, you won't be an orphan for long.
And pretty soon, everyone will know I'm looking for my folks, because we'll go on the radio and tell them. So make sure you're listening, okay? Maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby, Maybe now this prayer's the last one of its kind. Won't you please come get your baby,
Thank you, Annie, and welcome to America's favorite rodeo program, the Oxygen Hours of Smiles, starring your old softie, Bert Healy. And good evening, Oliver Warbucks. It's nice of you to drop by.
Good evening, Bert Healy. It's nice to be here.
Oliver Warbucks, I understand that you have to tell the folks at home a little something about little Annie here.
Yes, I'm now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Furthermore, I'm offering a certified check for $50,000 to any people who can prove that they are Annie's parents.
Wow! So Annie's parents, if you're listening in, make sure that you write to Oliver Warbucks at the care of the station. Thank you, Oliver Warbucks.
Thank you, Bert Healy.
Well, I see by the old clock on the wall that another of our Thursday night get-togethers has gone by faster than you could say the word oxygen. Yes, this is Miss Healy's boy, Bert, saying, until next week, same time, same station. Good night.
Gee, Annie on the radio, coast to coast, she's famous.
I wish I was on the radio.
Me too.
Who wants to be on a dumb old radio?
I do. So for all of you outer smile fans, this is Bert Hughes saying, hey ho, hey Dapper Dan, you've both got your style. But brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile.
Your clothes may be low, probably they stand out a mile.
But brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile.
Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street or Savile Row?
It's what you wear from ear to ear,
And not from head to toe.
that matters. So senator, so janitor, so long for a while, remember you're never fully dressed. Though you may wear your best, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Smile, 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 Tony, smile.
What are you doing up?
Annie was on the radio.
Yeah, I heard. Next thing she'll be in the movies. Now get to bed. A $50,000 award. 50,000. What couldn't I do with $50,000?
Excuse us, ma'am. Are you the lady that runs this here orphanage?
Yeah, what do you want?
Ma'am, were you working here 11 years ago?
Yeah.
Well, we had terrible troubles back then and had to leave a baby here on the front stoop.
Our little girl, our Annie.
You're Annie's parents? I can't believe it. Where'd you say you're from again?
A little farm up in Canada where they got lots of chickens, ducks, geese, and roosters. Caw-caw, caw-caw. Gotcha, sis.
Rooster? I never would have known it was you in 100 years.
Fooled ya, Aggie, and we're gonna fool Warbucks too.
And get ourselves 50,000 big ones.
Sis, we need your help, sis, for the details about Annie, so that way we can pull this thing off.
What's in it for me?
3-way split.
Half.
Half?
Half.
Okay, 25 grand each, but we gotta do it fast. Get the money, get the kid, and get out of town.
The kid's the problem. What do we do with her afterward?
No problem. When I want something to disappear, it disappears. For good. We get the 50 grand, we blow this crummy town, and Lil Mel meet ya.
Where? Oh, yeah.
I've spoken to more than 1,000 people claiming to be your parents, but they were all liars and fakes.
Oh, gee.
Are you certain? Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket. I'm so sorry.
I'm sure someone was going to be my mother and father.
Mr. Warbucks, this has just come from the FBI.
Ah, finally. Agent Gunderson located the manufacturer of Annie's locket in Utica, New York. Oh boy! Over 90,000 were made and sold.
Oh, gee.
I don't think the FBI thinks that there's a chance in a million of tracing your parents to the locket. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You did your best. Anyway, I guess a kid can get along without folks. You didn't turn out so bad.
Grace, do you have those legal papers I gave you the other day? Right here. Good. Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
If I can't have my real mother and father, there's no one I'd rather have than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption, it's going to be a celebration, and you can have anyone in the world that you like to come to it. Who would you like?
Well, I'd like Miss Farrell here, and Mr. Drake, and Mrs. Pugh, and, well, everyone here.
Drake,
Yes, sir.
tell the staff to get spiffed up. They're going to be guests at Annie's adoption party.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and the kids.
Well, it will be way past their bedtime now, but I'll tell you what. We'll have everyone from the orphanage here tomorrow for a big Christmas celebration.
Miss Hannigan, too?
Sure, why not? Annie, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid. Together at last, together forever. We're tying a knot that never can sever.
I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue.
I don't need anything but you. Yesterday was plain awful.
You can say that again.
Yesterday was plain awful. But that's not now, that's then. I'm poor as a mouse,
I'm richer than Midas.
but nothing on earth.
Could ever divide us.
And if tomorrow I'm an apple seller too, I don't need anything, anything, anything. I don't need anything but excuse us, folks. Shirley, look, there's our Annie. Who are you?
Honey, we're your mom and dad.
Mudge is the name. Ralph Mudge, and this here is my wife Shirley.
And you're Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge?
We loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind.
We've seen a great number of people who I expect you'll be wanting proof of who we are. Here's our driver's license and Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl named Anne Elizabeth Mudge, born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, New York, New York, on October 28, 1922.
October 28th, that's my birthday.
Ralph, look, Annie's wearing our locket.
When we left Annie at the orphanage, we left half of the silver locket with her. Yes, it fits perfectly.
Oh, thank God, Ralph, she's our Annie.
Mr. Mudge, what about the money?
We don't have much, but we'd be glad to give you whatever.
You haven't heard. I've offered a certified check for $50,000 to anyone who can prove to be Annie's parents.
No, sir. Anyway, we don't want no money.
On the other hand, Ralph, remember the little pig farm up in New Jersey with $50,000? We could afford to take Annie a break in the country.
Would you mind if Annie stayed here until tomorrow morning, Christmas? And then you come pick her up with the check, too.
Whatever you prefer, sir.
Bye, Annie.
Until tomorrow, honey, and you'll be spending the rest of your life with us. Oops, pardon me, Blondie. Merry Christmas.
Well, this is wonderful news. We have just received most wonderful news. Annie has found her mother and father. Drake,
Yes, sir.
Champagne. I propose a toast to Annie Mudge. To Annie Mudge. Annie! I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Sir, I have the strangest feeling that I've seen that Mr. Mudge before and that he's not who he says he is.
Then we won't give her up until we're certain.
But how?
We'll go straight to the top, to the President of the United States, even if he's a Democrat.
Silly to cry, nothing to fear. Betcha where they live's as nice as right here. Betcha my life is gonna be swell. Looking at them, it's easy to tell. And maybe I'll forget how nice he was to me, and how I was almost his baby,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Warbucks, Miss Farrell.
You're up early.
You're up early too?
Annie, we've been up all night, dear. FBI men coming and going. And Annie, did you know that President Roosevelt is here?
Really?
Mr. President?
Merry Christmas, Annie. Annie, early this morning, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very sad news. They succeeded in tracking the identity of your parents.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
No, dear. David and Margaret Bennett.
Annie, your mother and father passed away a long time ago.
So I'm an orphan after all.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
And I love you too. Now who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge? The birth certificate could have easily been forged, but nobody knew about the locket except us.
And the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan and the children from the orphanage.
Hi, kids!
Hi, Annie!
Finally, Miss Hannigan. I'm pleased to meet you.
Same here, and I know you anywhere.
Let me introduce you to everyone. This is my secretary, Grace Farrell. That's President Roosevelt. And there's my butler, Drake.
Look, kids, there's presents here for all of us!
Mr. Warbucks, this has just come from the FBI.
Now it all fits together.
Sir, Mr. and Miss Mudge.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas.
We don't want to bother you on Christmas and all. We just came to pick up Annie.
And the check. Yes, of course. The check.
Certified. Pay of the order. The jig is up.
Yes, the jig is up. Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as Rooster Hannigan, also known as Ralph Mudge, also known as Danny the Dip.
Louis, turn them over.
Yes, sir.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la.
And I assume you'll find this woman as their accomplice.
Me? I haven't seen these people till yesterday.
Oh, lay off it, Aggie.
Annie, tell them how good and nice I always was to you.
Gee, I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan, but the one thing you always taught me, never tell a lie.
Right.
Miss Hannigan is gone for good!
Yay!
And you guys won't have to do any more work.
Yes, for you kids, and perhaps for all of us, this Christmas will be filled with new beginnings and a wonderful new life. A new deal. Hey, I rather like that. A new deal.
So do I, Franklin. A new deal.